scared when
the pandemic hit?
because I was a very sick kid. You know, I went under a lot of medical surgeries. I had, I mean, you, you look at me and you just see a kid, but I'm telling you, I went through a lot of medical procedures that put me under 2 years in the hospitals, in multiple hospitals, Cleveland Clinic, Akron Children's Hospital, you name it. I had a lot of medical stuff done to me, and I had asthma. So this was very fragile, having COVID, being so deadly. I mean, it was
Okay.
also scary for my mom because my mom's boyfriend got it from a friend who did not practice any social distancing. The friend didn't practice any social distancing. And this is how easy my mom's boyfriend got it. And when we got it, I thought my first thing is, could I possibly die? Because
Okay.
this
So
COVID was so
did you
deadly.
actually caught the COVID then?
Yeah, months later.
Okay. And that's what scared you, is because of your history of all the things you've been through with the hospital, probably also the stories that you heard on the news
Yeah,
about how hard this has been on people with respiratory issues. Okay.
yeah.
So that makes that now I understand why you were scared. That's very helpful to know that. Yeah, that would, if there have been people in your shoes with your kind of history of lots of surgeries and asthma and difficulty with respiration, that that would be very challenging. So, did you feel like you were getting into a depression when you caught it because you weren't sure what was going to happen?
I got into a depression I when I was through that COVID pandemic, the start. I just felt I can't do anything. I can't leave the house. I have
Hmm.
people that annoy me, housemates. I have one guy that is very sick. I live in a very independent
Hmm.
living house setting for medical people like me. Um, so I just felt so close, and I felt I cannot go anywhere because of COVID. I
Hmm.
and I just
Hmm.
had a mental breakdowns. I've recently had mental breakdowns recently because one of our housemates is driving us nuts, and we're just stuck.
Oh.
And and one of them is not taking the vaccine actually because of the religious belief. And
Okay.
me
Okay.
having, and it's 90% effective. I took it a couple weeks ago, and it's only 90% effective or 95. So it's kind of what it is, if I'm making any sense.
Yes, you make sense. Uh-huh.
Okay,
I hear you.
so
So I would like to just do a follow-up question, if I may.
mm,
Uh, if I understand you correctly, you were feeling all these different emotions as COVID lockdown was happening, and how you coped with it was through learning ventriloquism and then being able to reach out to others through your video game, chatting while you're playing, right? Sharing your
well,
information
also
and writing. Was there,
yeah, writing, expressing all that energy, and I've been sending it to an editor recently. So I apologize if I'm
oh,
zooming in and
great.
out. I'm trying to live stream us again because I know we got cut out earlier.
Okay. It's all
So,
good.
Corey, I have a question. With your dream writing, are you taking that creativity and are you creating actually stories out of that? Is that what
Yep,
you're doing?
I'm
Okay, that's a
taking
great idea.
actual characters and actual people that I've met in my life and turned them into superheroes. And I actually ended it, a lot of the series, in 2019 because there were a lot of sagas ending. There was Avengers Infinity War, Avengers Endgame. There was Star Wars Rise of Skywalker. That was the end of the Star Wars saga. So I
Cool.
brought a lot of new materials in my stories.
That's great.
Got new beginnings, got new, and just sent a lot of it to my editor, who's actually in Cleveland. He's now working on the editing now, which I think is perfect timing because now with Avengers Endgame and Avengers Saga ending, I think it'd be perfect time to publish it now. With all that excitement out of the way.
Well, that's great. Corey, because you took all this anxiety and scared and sadness, and you just went into creative mode. Mm-hmm. So I think that's very inspiring, and it's a good thing for people that are going through anxiety and depression and feeling the way you have been feeling or felt, to know that they can turn that into a creative force. So that's a great message.
This leads
go ahead,
to,
Leah, go ahead.
This leads to what motivated you to do something different instead of being just scared, anxious, worried. What motivated you to try these different things? Was it how were you motivated?
Writing was just simple for me. I grew up writing. I grew up with the love of writing. So for me, writing, and I also read. I read a lot of graphic novels also. The ventriloquism, I guess, with everyone ghosting me and not everyone else to talk to, I just thought, you know what? I'd rather make something and just laugh at it all the way, I guess.
What does ghosting mean? Can you define that for me? I don't know. Well,
teenage in social media, teenage word means you have someone to talk to, you're on and you try to reach out, but they don't answer.
Okay.
Is that what is that?
Yeah, it sounds like you're being avoided.
Right. But
the term that's being used is called ghosting.
Yeah,
I'm trying to reach out to you, and the person's like a ghost because they're not responding.
Right.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense. So, so you basically decided yourself to make a different choice. You didn't have somebody encouraging you to try ventriloquism. You wanted to try that, yes?
Yeah, but also I got motivated by Jeff Dunham. His performance, I really loved what Jeff Dunham was doing, so I just said,
Jeff
know what,
Dunham's
that sounds
pretty funny.
Oh yeah, you watch him. You watch him.
Yeah.
He's really
I'll kill
hilarious.
you. I'll kill you. And then the pepper.
I love Peanut.
Wait, is he the one that's got the peanut?
Yeah.
Puppet. He's got peanut, and then he's got a chili pepper. Is it the same
chili
one?
Pepper.
Oh.
the I know who you're talking about.
The jalapeno on a stick. That one.
Yeah.
Is that the same guy?
Yeah.
That's Jeff Dunham.
And my jalapeno on a stick. Yeah, that guy. Okay. Yeah, he's funny. He's a funny guy. Yes.
So I really liked it. So that's what made me motivate to do it. Making any sense, seeing how he's coping. Maybe I should just make myself someone to talk to. I know that sounds creepy and weird, but that's, during a pandemic, being closed off from the world, people not responding to your text messages, your whatever. Mm-hmm. I'm like, you know what? If they don't want to talk to me, that's their decision. I'm not going to push them. They're not going to answer my calls. It was very harsh, honestly, and I'm having issues with my family.
Well, yeah, Corey, that would hurt. That would hurt your feelings. That would be lonely as well.
Yeah,
So
but there are people that have reached out. I'm not gonna lie. There are family members that I had that reached out to me. My Aunt Sue, my Uncle Doug, my Uncle Rick, my Uncle Sean. So I'm not gonna lie. There were a lot of people that ghosted me, but there weren't. It wasn't as terrible, you know. I did have my mom. I did have my dad. I do have whatever. I think. Am I making any sense?
yeah, well, that's important. You had your mom, you had your dad, you had, sounds like your uncles. So you had family still. You had some kind of connection.
Yeah,
So I
just
think
people and friends were
but that
that.
helps. Yeah,
Yeah,
that helps. People that don't have anybody at all, I don't think could be as strong as you were during that time, because you had a little bit of support around you, or a lot of support, actually. You had a lot of family.
Yep.
Yeah. And Corey, it's very inspirational that you're taking steps to feel connected somehow, right? Even if it's you're talking to a ventriloquist doll or
And you
puppet,
know what?
however you want
I
to
wanted a
name it.
job. You know, Jeff Dunham took his ventriloquism and turned it into a job, and so I thought, okay, I lost my job a year ago at that time when I thought of this. I lost my job a year ago. It was a very bad job. It started being toxic when it was positive. So I thought, you know what? I'm gonna just learn a different way to cope. I need to find a different way to cope than video gaming. Um, and that's how I did it, and I made a laugh out of it. And that's why this doll is here. I'm thinking of getting a couple other dolls and stuff, but other than that, yeah.
So laughter helped you.
Yeah, it made fun of the crap with the whole COVID, people, family ghosting me, friends ghosting me. That was terrible. Friends ghosting me. But I did reconnect with a lot of other um, friends of mine. I'm now friends with an old classmate, Eddie. Him and I, we we go on Fortnite, on and on. Well, here and there. Um, there's times if he wants to, then I'll join in, or if like anybody, you know what I mean?
Yeah, no, that's great. You're the people that didn't connect with you, and that's the thing is when we lose something, we gain something better, right?
Mm-hmm.
Right, Leah? Is that the saying?
Well, yes, and not quite the same terms, but
Well, yeah.
Nothing is ever taken away that's not replaced on a better level, higher level.
Yeah, exactly.
That's how it's said. That's how it's said in our circle of work. So,
yeah. You found better friends, Corey.
Yep.
And that's good.
Okay, I unfortunately I have to get going because my dog is in need right now.
Okay. We'll have to end this because I've got a few more things to do too. And I want to thank you, Corey. Thank you for waiting for us. I'm sorry about the time.
Well, thank you for talking to me, and thank you for giving patience. I just really thought it would be cool to live stream this and help you guys out there. Get you guys.
Corey, we
totally appreciate that, and
we could tell you're very sweet and that you're very generous. You want to help people out, and your story, what you shared with us, is very inspiring. So I am so happy that we got to talk with you.
Yes, it is, and I think it will help a lot of people.
I went through, and I'm trying to reconnect with other, and I'm doing a charity, by the way, on Twitch on my birthday. I don't cope with my birthday very well. I'm not all about myself. Growing up, I had a lot of people talk all about their birthdays, and now it's like, I'm about them, and I'm like, screw me, I want to be about other people. So I'm doing Twitch stream for charity for Akron Children's Hospital, because one of the hospitals was through Akron Children that I go through my 24 surgeries when I was born. So I'm doing a charity thing.
And you gave me the link to that, right, Corey? You sent me the link to that, right?
I think I'll do it again if I have to.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, also just to let you know, we can do this at another time, to also try again to do the live streaming. I appreciate your time and your willingness to be patient with us both.
Yeah, you had to wait for us.
Yes, you had to wait for us to get ourselves pulled together as well. So in light of that, Corey, keep doing a great job. Keep smiling, keep laughing, because the more you laugh, the more you're going to feel good. And the more you're doing what you're doing to reach out to others, you're reminding them that they don't have to feel alone. They don't have to feel scared, and they don't have to feel anxious, because those emotions can control us and make us feel out of control. And you're taking the right steps to be in control of your life. Even during a pandemic where you feel like you can't, a lot of people feel helpless. You're demonstrating that you don't have to feel helpless, that you can actually take control of your life. And that is kudos to you, because I think that's great. Not many people can see it that way. So I'm saying high five. Wonderful. That is so great. And you're, no matter what you face, the hardships with family or friends, if they ghost you or not, you're making a decision to find ways to stay healthy and happy. And that's what's most important, is making those decisions, moving in that direction, and not saying, poor me, I'm a victim, these people don't care about me. Because that's going to put you in the back, put you backwards, put you in a place of not discovering, exploring, and learning about yourself or life, or new things that you can create, like a puppet, or maybe get another one. The more that you're doing that.
Another one. I'm thinking of getting a mouse.
Okay, cool.
I was very short. I was a very short person.
You know what? Before
Mouses
we go,
are cute, though.
Would you give us a sample of your ventriloquist practice?
Yeah. Have you practiced? Where are you at with it?
Are you willing to show us a little bit of your practice?
I didn't think of that.
It's okay. It's just for fun.
It's okay. We don't know put you on the spot.
Okay, so here's the doll. This is also weird because I'm also sideways, so I don't know how to fix
It's so cute, though. That's an amazing doll.
And here's a string, so...
All right, that was a great sample. One time I would like to come on here and actually watch you do a whole thing if you wanted to. I think that would be really honoring, and it's also inspiring for people to see that you're making different choices and you're creating something during this time.
It really is. It is really inspiring.
My mom actually got me got me this doll because I love the Goosebumps movie. You ever heard of Jack Black?
Oh yeah,
the new Goosebumps
Jack Black's
movie.
Hilarious.
Yeah, he's one of my favorites.
Do you girls ever hear of Borderlands?
I've heard the name. Isn't that a movie or a show?
It's a video game that's going to be turned into a movie, and Jack Black is going to play as Claptrap, the little robot in the movie.
I don't know the video game.
Yeah,
sorry.
I don't know yeah. No, that's okay. We're learning. We're learning, Corey. We're learning.
Yeah.
What life's about, right?
Yep.
Learning and discovering.
Right.
All right. Well, we're going to have to end this. Laughter yoga teacher Leah, thank you for joining. Corey Dreamer, thank you so much for sharing your wisdom and your journey. And let's do this again. So it's fun. Let's do it. And maybe we'll have everything together before we do it.
It's okay.
Thanks, Dr. Laura, for your time and your questions, and Corey for sharing all of your talents and gifts and your open, beautiful heart for charity and helping others. So thank you for being an example and actually being like a leader for other people in this. So consider that
the
helping
Dr. Diego, You know what really warmed my heart is when David Ziggy told me that Diego told him that he really loved my set and he really loved my performance.
Aww. That's wonderful. Kindness matters. Kindness is important. Yeah, Corey, go.
Raise the planet, raise the planet, raise the planet, raise the planet. Okay.
All right, you guys. We're
gonna say
later.
Goodbye. Thanks, Corey.
Me too.
I gotta take care of my dog now.
All right.
Bye.
Bye.